Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. CNN suspends Chris Cuomo indefinitely, pending evaluation of his involvement in his brother's scandals. The suspension comes as calls for Cuomo's firing grow. CNN announced it is suspending its star anchor Chris Cuomo as the network evaluates his conduct following stunning revelations from the Attorney General of New York investigation into his brother ousted Democrat Governor Andy Cuomo. The New York Attorney General's office released transcripts and exhibits Monday that shed new light on Chris Cuomo's involvement in his brother's defense. CNN began with its statement Tuesday evening. The documents, which we were not privy to before their public release, raised serious questions. When Chris admitted to us he had offered advice to his brother's staff, he broke our rules and we acknowledged that publicly. But he also appreciated the unique position he is in and understood he needs to put his family first and job second. Well, offering advice to his staff, offering advice to his brother, as a brother helping out a brother, whether you think they're both scumbags, which they are, is that so bad? If you weren't using CNN or defending your brother publicly on their air, that's a fine line. And I'm not a Chris Cuomo fan at all. However, CNN continued, these documents point to a greater level of involvement in his brother's efforts than we previously knew. As a result, we have suspended Chris indefinitely pending further evaluation. Calls for the Cuomo primetime host to be fired intensified on Monday after newly released documents show he's far more involved in aiding his embattled brother than previously disclosed to viewers. Again, it's a fine line. Was he using CNN's airtime to protect his brother? Some could say that long before that. Remember the giant Q-tip? Remember that nonsense? Or was he talking to brother on brother? I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. We're not them. We're fair people. Maybe that's why we're at a disadvantage. I don't like Chris Cuomo. I think it's a toss-up between him and Brian Stelter, who's the biggest piece of crap. But that's not the point. I don't pay him. I don't own CNN, so it's really none of my business. But what I do like, what I am going to comment on, is now they're starting to eat their own. They doubled down and doubled down and doubled down and doubled down at every single thing, and now there's nothing left to double down on. Transcripts from his interview with investigators show the CNN star admitted he would reach out to media sources to find out about new accusers who have to come forward publicly. That I have a huge problem with. Use his buddies in the media to find out who the new accusers are before they come forward. That I have a problem. Helping his brother with strategy, how to word press releases, things to make him look better. That's what brothers do. But this is over the line. This is fireable without question. When asked, they would have reached out to sources, other journalists, if they had heard of anything else coming out. Not good. Cuomo's admission contradicts what he told CNN viewers in August that he claimed, I never make calls to the press about my brother's situation. Oh, you mean he lied? Really? He lied? Oh, like all the rest of the pieces of... Yeah, he lied. Oh, well. 3 days after the New York Times broke the story about Ann Rutsch, who alleged the governor sexually harassed her at a 2019 wedding reception, the CNN anchor texted top Cuomo aide Melissa DeRosa, we have a lead on the wedding girl. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. In another exchange, DeRosa texted Cuomo, rumor going around from Politico, 1 or 2 more people coming out tomorrow. Then asking him, can you check your sources? Yeah, that's a big deal. That's not writing PR releases or press releases. That's not helping his brother on strategy. That's something entirely different. Cuomo replied on it, later writing back, no one has heard that yet. The CNN anchor snooped into the progress of Ronan O'Farrell's reporting about his brother and related to the governor's inner circle. Yeah. He admitted to contacting colleagues of Farrell for updates, but claimed it was simply business as usual to employ such methods. Text messages released by state investigators showed DeRosa asking about intel the CNN anchor had about Farrell's report on March 15th, to which he replied it wasn't ready for publication. Farrell's story was eventually published on March 18th. Additionally, the transcript from investigators' interview with Democratic strategist and Andy Cuomo ally Liz Smith showed Chris Cuomo had forwarded her documents regarding the governor's second accuser, Charlotte Bennett, and her time in college. Yeah. That's, now, I didn't want to give it away when I first read the story because I knew what happened. I was just trying to say if you're going after Chris Cuomo just for helping his brother, but this is something entirely different. You're getting a heads up on whistleblowers in a criminal case. Yeah, that's a problem. It might even be unlawful. I'm not even sure. I'm not a lawmaker. Well, I used to be a lawmaker here locally in Binghamton, New York, but that was only city council. I'm not a state lawmaker. And I'm not part of the DOJ. So I don't know. Now, they both live in New York, Chris Cuomo and Andy Cuomo, so it would fall under the jurisdiction, I assume, of New York State exclusively. I'm not sure if any federal violations were had. You only did a federal violation when you protested a school board meeting. But it looks bad. And I got to tell you, I'm torn between the decent side of me that hates somebody's entire career to be thrown in a toilet, but the other side of me that's been fighting people like this for years and years and years and years as they put out disinformation and hurt this country, exponentially hurt it, have more influence on destroying the country than anyone. I take joy that finally what goes around comes around. And the millions of lives that CNN has hurt with its false reporting and lies. It's amazing to me. So normally, I would feel bad for him and his family. But in all fairness, just to put it straight English, Chris Cuomo, you can kiss my... Until next time, goodbye and good luck.